Welcome to Mountain to Lake Realty Showcase. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. I'm Bob Parcell.
And I'm Steve Furrow. Yes, we do hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and that Santa brought them everything they wanted and needed. So, look, well, we're sure that happened, right, Bob?
Well, I got what I wanted and needed. Might be two different things, but it was a great Christmas. I hope it was for your family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ate too much? What about you?
That's what you're supposed to do. I did the same.
Yeah, too much.
But please check out our company website of mountaintolakerealty.com, where you can get all our contact information, search for all the listings in our MLS, and a lot of tips and techniques for buyers and sellers as well. And Steve, the show is on that site as well, correct?
That is correct. So if you miss the Mountain to Lake Realty Showcase here on Cable 12, well, you can check it out at mountaintolake.com. Speaking of that, we'd love for you to stop by the office if you're interested in buying or selling property. Address is 195 South Main Street there in Uptown Rocky Mount. So we'd love for you to stop in Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. Someone is there all the time, and if those hours don't work for you, well, just let us know, and we'll be glad to come meet you when and where it is convenient for you. So, well, Bob, we are down to our last show of 2023.
Hard to believe.
It is. It is. Well, tell us what's going on in the market, if you will. What are your thoughts on, well, anything from a real estate market perspective?
Well, my thoughts are, I've done this for 20 years, and I'm still surprised how much real estate values in the market changes. So I think the only thing is constant is everything changes, and we've certainly had a wild ride last 3 years in real estate. But as you pointed out, Steve, interest rates, I believe last week I read in USA Today they're at a 6-month low, like 6.67%, well down from approaching 8% not too long ago. And I believe 15-year notes, which a lot of people use in the refinances, maybe is under 6%, 5.9 roughly. So I hope that's good news for buyers, because certainly an increase in interest rate for 30 years, up to 30 years, can increase your payment. And while we don't know for sure what's going to happen, I think the feds have kind of hinted they don't project any future rate increases. So hopefully things will continue to fall a little bit, and buyers will take advantage maybe of these lower rates than they were 6 months ago, and maybe be a little more stabilized in their minds.
Sure. Well, you bring up a great point, Bob. I think interest rates seem to be maybe declining a little bit. We've got a slide here maybe talks a little bit about what maybe give us some background as to why that might have been happening. And if you see here, this Federal Reserve, the funds rate, the hikes over the last what's a little more than quite a year there. But when you look at what's happened, you can see the federal funds rate that's changed, that has gone on there, certainly through the summer and into summer and then into the winter. You can see what's happened as it looks like those rates have certainly they've been stabilized and kind of become a little more normal. So, or I say normal, there hasn't been a lot of change, and that's given us all, from our interest rate perspective, given us all a little bit more breathing room. And so you've seen some of those declines in rates that Bob was talking about there. And
of course they did that to assume to fight inflation. So I think across the board that might be good news if they think maybe that's being tamed a little, not just for buying homes, but for everything that you purchase, which, maybe if that were to happen, people could afford to buy a home and not worry so much about inflation for other things they have to purchase.
Sure.
So maybe things are heading in the right direction in that regard.
You bet. Well, it certainly does look like we've seen some declines here as of late, and we hope that continues here into 2024. So talk a little bit about interest rates, Bob. We think from an inventory standpoint, housing maybe increasing a little bit?
I think so.
Okay.
It certainly is for me. Things were selling roughly a year or so ago within a day or two. And now things are not selling quite as fast, which maybe does give buyers maybe a little bit of time to look at things, not think they have to buy in the next 10 minutes like was happening. So I think that gives people a comfort level.
You bet. And guys, we talk about the inventory increasing a little bit, but don't let that deceive you, because the house comes on the market, and if it's priced right in a great area, it's not going to last long. So would encourage you to make sure, as we talked about numerous times, so if you're a buyer in this market, let's have our stuff together with the lender. Get together with the folks here at Mountain to Lake Realty and allow us to understand what you're looking for, what your needs are, and get that property in front of you and get you there in the house, chance to look at it as soon as it comes on the market.
I agree 100%. I mean, regardless of the market, whether it's a buyer's market, a seller's market, or more even market, you need to be educated about what's out there. So if you walk into a home of interest, you have a little bit of background on what other homes are selling for. It's hard to make the decision to purchase something if you don't have a little bit of knowledge about what else is on the market.
Amen.
So we want to emphasize you're never wasting our time if we show you 6 or 7 houses and you don't buy any of them. You're not. I mean, it helps us to see what the inventory is, but as a buyer, again, the more you look, the more you're aware of what's available. And it's hard to say, oh, I'm going to buy this house. But if you've got a little background, you've looked at 6 or 7 or 8 or more, it's easier because you know how this house compares to others, how long you might think it stays there. And what happens a lot is people, sometimes the first or second home they see, they ultimately wish they had purchased it and lose it because they didn't have this background of looking at other homes.
You bet. No,
but you're not wasting our time to do that. So take advantage of us willing to show you anything that comes on the market, and we can obviously set you up email notifications to where you're notified immediately when something's listed. We know you can look on your own, but a lot of things we can do to help you, and we'll be glad to show you anything of interest.
You bet. So interest rates maybe declined a little bit, which is positive if you're a buyer in this market. Inventory is growing a little bit, which is positive if you're a buyer in this market. What we'll tell you is there's still great buyer demand out here. We've got people interested in buying homes. So if you're a seller, it's a good time to put your property on the market. Give us a call, and we'll be glad to come visit with you about doing that, putting your best foot forward. Speaking of a seller, Bob, we've got some new homes to talk about. Let's jump right in here and talk about this brand new property here on White Oak Road. This is in Boone's Mill, 49.25 acres. A nice 3-bedroom, 3 full bath, a little over 2,600 total square feet here in this home. We're going to step inside. You get a chance to see the living room, the kitchen area, but just a lot of things to talk about here. 2,648 total square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths. It does have a full walkout basement. You can see here that nice brick masonry fireplace. We've got some bookshelves there in the living room area. Of course, 3 bedrooms and 3 baths. In addition to this brick ranch home that you see, we've got the basement is partially finished, the lower level, and it is a full walkout basement. Talked about that 49.25 acres. You've got a great back deck or side deck here, as well as a back patio to take in some of those great views that are here in Boone's Mill. There is a pond on the property, those 49.25 acres. You do have an additional single wide home on the property that you can see there to the left. Lots of timber on this property. It is mainly wooded, the 49.25 acres. But a great location when we think about proximity to Rocky Mount, to Roanoke, and Smith Mountain Lake, and very convenient. So great spot here, White Oak Road in Boone's Mill.
So we'll leave White Oak Road, get back on the Boone's Mill Road, and go down towards Shannon Forest. I had a home built there in 1986, very familiar with the Shannon Forest subdivision. It's very convenient to run up via 116 or back to Boone's Mill in 220 or Burnt Chimney. Extensive updates on this home. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home. The total square footage is 2,430. And hopefully these pictures will identify all the extensive updates that have been done to the home. Nice detached storage building. Great feature here. I'm fortunate to have a screen porch on my home. It's one of the best features you can have on a property. A nice screen porch leading into the dining area. Great picture here of the inside of the screen porch. You step inside the entry level where you'll find 810 square feet with a good sized primary bedroom. Hope you notice the updated flooring. One of 2 masonry fireplaces on this main level, others in the lower level. Nice kitchen with stainless steel appliances. Again, this is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home with 1 bedroom on the entry and 1 full bath on the entry. Notice the updated flooring and paint. Updated bathrooms. On the upper level, you'll find an additional 810 square feet with 2 large bedrooms, walk-in closet, good size full bath. The lower level, you'll find another 810 square feet, bringing your total square footage to 2,430. Nice family room. It's a half bath in the lower level. Good sized mud room. And 4th bedroom. So let me just list you some of the updates. And please keep in mind, leave some big ticket items. It has a new roof, LVP flooring in the living room, common downstairs common area and bedroom, also in the basement, carpet in the upstairs bedrooms. On the stairs and hallway, new toilets and faucets in the bathroom, updated kitchen faucets, quartz countertops, new light fixtures throughout the home. So if you're looking for a home convenient to Boone's Mill or Roanoke or Burnt Chimney with an extensive number of updates and a couple of masonry fireplaces, please consider this home on Autumn Circle in Shannon Forest. Again, that's going to be, it has a Boone's Mill address. We'll be happy to give you a tour of this updated home.
All right, from Boone's Mill, we're going to come back to the town of Rocky Mount. And this property here on South Main Street is just south of the town. You're going to head out of town on South Main Street just across the Pig River. And this property will be on your right as you are headed out of town. Great spot, 1.1 acres. It's got a ton, almost a little over 200 feet of river frontage on Pig River Road. And your walking distance there to the Veterans Memorial Park. Just a great location. You've got a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, single-wide home here that you can see, as well as a detached single-car garage. Give you a few shots here on the inside of that 2-bedroom, 2-bath, single-wide home here on the property. But as you step out the back door, head down the hill, and guess what? There it is, the mighty Pig River. As I mentioned, a little over 200 feet of river frontage there on Pig River. Great spot for you to hang out and enjoy the setting. This will be South Main Street in Rocky Mount.
Next we'll travel to a home with a great location on Meadowbrook Drive. That's going to be a little bit north of Rocky Mount on 220. Take Iron Ridge Road, working your way over towards Grassy Hill, and Meadowbrook Drive will be there, fairly close to Grassy Hill, so it's a great location. Get to Rocky Mount 2 different ways. Certainly easy access to Roanoke. Always nice to have a covered front porch. Home was built in 1999. Again, it's a very good location. Entry level features over 1,000 square feet. Nice cathedral ceiling you see here. Nice great room for the kitchen and dining area and living area as well. Great look here. This entry level also includes 2 bedrooms, a full bath, of course a kitchen, dining area, and a laundry area. Updated bath. And then in addition to the 1,008 square feet on the entry, the upper level has 706 square feet, boasting a large primary bedroom suite with walk-in gun safe and 4th bedroom, which could be used as an office. The lower level features 433 square feet that's finished, including a nice family or rec room, a nice full walkout basement. Again, a very, very good location for this property. Exterior features include the covered front porch we showed you, the back deck you see in this picture, French yard, storage building, and good spot for a garden, garage underneath. Great picture here. Good place for a basketball goal there, Steve.
There you go.
Away from some windows. Not that your shots wouldn't go through the net or anything, but always nice to have that. Take advantage of this nice lot. But this is a great location. Again, Meadowbrook Drive has a Rocky Mount address, but very close to Boone's Mill off 220 North or Grassy Hill.
Bob, you have heard of the phrase "nothing but net," right? Nothing but net. Okay.
I've heard of it.
Okay. Just
Let you?
You bet. You bet.
You probably have to buy net. Probably for Christmas, you probably got several pairs of nets because you go through them so fast.
Yeah, that's right. Wearing them out.
There you go. I hope that's right. Next, we'll travel to a really updated home on Orchard Avenue. I was raised on East Court Street, very close to here. I don't know if paper route took us to here or not. It probably did, but I remember this home from a long time ago and recently showed it. It's in, the updates are really nice. A very deep lot, house built in 1922, and the house I was raised in, back then lots were very deep. You had barns and storage buildings, and people had like mini farms. But you have a nice covered front and side porch with new decking, as well as on the rear deck we'll show you shortly. The entry level on this home features nice wood floors, high ceilings, just under 1,400 square feet on the entry level. Very large living room you see in this picture. There's also a couple of bedrooms on this floor, a full bath, of course, a kitchen and a dining area. And the door to the right there leads to the dining area. It's off a side porch door. It's this room. You see the built-in china cabinet on the left. Nice full bath on the entry level. Bedroom or office. But notice the nice wood floors. I'm not sure if all the doors have been replaced, but the vast majority have. Here's a bedroom on the entry. A great picture here when you come in that side door, the kitchen to the right. Nice staircase leading up to the left. I'm assuming this originally was a porch. This is a nice enclosed area here. I believe the laundry is here. This is off the kitchen and also leads to a nice deck. New flooring here as well. Fresh paint throughout. And there's the entry level laundry. In addition to the roughly 1,400 square feet on the entry, there's over 950 square feet on the upper level. Upper level features, I believe, 4 bedrooms and the second full bath. But notice the nice doors and wood floors throughout. Windows have been replaced, ceiling fans, fresh paint. One of 2 large buildings on the rear of the property, a 22 by 56 workshop, 14 by 28 storage building. Here's a good view of the back deck, which has been recently updated as well. Great location right in Rocky Mount, on Orchard Avenue, not far from our office on South Main Street.
Well, Bob, we're going to stay in the town of Rocky Mount, and this time we're going to head to the subdivisions of Franklin Heights. Here we are on Hilltop Drive. This immaculate home here, when you think about 6 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. In the town of Rocky Mount, the list is pretty short as far as available homes. So if you're looking for a large home, you've got a large family, maybe you've got some in-laws or outlaws that maybe be living with you, this would be a great spot. The way this house is set up and arranged, certainly be a great spot to be able to bring those family members in and join you and still have your own space. Everybody has their own little spot to head to. This is Hilltop Drive in Rocky Mount. We're going to step inside and get a chance to see a wonderful foyer here. You've got some great hardwood floors, you've got some carpet, you've got some tile in the shower. Just a lot of nice things to talk about here. This is a great place to entertain. You're thinking about, we just came through the Christmas holiday, but having space and room for a Christmas tree or two, you certainly could do that here on Hilltop Drive. Here's a shot of the kitchen. You see that double oven. There's just a lot of great things, a lot of really unique parts to this home that we talk about. You see this one of several brick masonry fireplaces. I talked about the tile earlier, but this is a tile floor here in the Florida room off the back side of the house. There's 6 bedrooms and 4.5 baths. Master bedroom on the entry level, as well as on the upper level and down on the lower level. So again, I talk about everybody having their own spot. You can certainly see that here. Who wouldn't want to have a primary bedroom suite with a fireplace? You know, we've had some chilly mornings here, Bob. That's a great way to start the day, by warming up by the fire, or not even better spot to at night there, warm up there after a long day.
I think there's a great picture of the outside of this home showing a very large chimney.
Yeah,
it's great, a lot of quality in this home.
You'll see that here. This is a kitchenette downstairs in that lower level, as well as an additional fireplace there. You can see the wet bar we've got here. Of course, laundry is on the lower level. We move around to the upstairs. If there's 3 bedrooms upstairs, 3 large bedrooms, a couple of baths, an office area, but just plenty of room and space there for you to enjoy in the house. We're moving around to the outside of the home. This is the detached garage, Bob. There's a nice breezeway between. It's actually covered breezeway between the house and this 2-car garage. You can see there plenty of space. You go up above. There's maybe you need an office area, or maybe you've got homeschooling. You need a place to take and educate the kids. This would be a great spot. There is heating and air here in this upper level above the detached 2-car garage. Here you kind of can see the entryway into that. This is the breezeway between the house and the garage we talked about there. Here's that chimney you talked about, Bob, on the back side of the home. But
That'd build a small home there, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir. But you got to appreciate, I mean, this back patio, man, it is just so inviting. It's just a great place to take in, to take in the seasons. You're on 6.5 acres. Nestled around this back patio is a bunch of large trees. Just a really great spot. And to think you have that kind of spot in town, with all the amenities that come with that, you really got to appreciate the location and the convenience here on Hilltop Drive. There is an additional 1-car garage here out back behind the house. You got the 1-car garage underneath, and of course storage area up above. But another great talking point, another great feature of this property on Hilltop Drive in Rocky Mount.
We'll stay in Rocky Mount for this property on South Main Street. I've been fortunate to work with buyers and sellers on this home over the years a few times. I'm very familiar with it. It's extensively updated and extremely private. It's just across the town limits, but close enough to be on the town's water system. But to be so close to all the amenities, the hospital, the schools, it is extremely private, 1.42 acres. Also abuts Sunrise Road. Good view of the outside of the home. Updates include roof, fenced yard, landscaping, heat pump, flooring, kitchen. The house has had extensive updates. Some of these pictures are virtually staged, but this is the living room, masonry fireplace, updated kitchen with dining area, stainless steel appliances. This is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home. Here you see the updated bath. Total square footage is 1,292, just a little shy of 1,300. Nice wood floors. Great feature here is this enclosed sunroom, stairs to the basement. Keep that outside drain from having any access to a lot of rainfall. A lot of times you have outside steps leading to a basement. It's kind of hard to get that drain to take the water, but this is completely enclosed. And here's that basement. Extensive number of updates to this home, again including heat pump, roof, flooring, kitchen, bathroom. They're extremely, for town, so close to town, a very private location. Nice storage building in 1.42 acres on South Main Street.
Yeah. We're going to head out of the town of Rocky Mount now and head to a Boone's Mill address. This Algoma Road listing is pending. It sits between Callaway and Boone's Mill, but it does have a Boone's Mill address. 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths in this log home with some great views, some great balconies outside. These of this home that you get a chance to take in some of those really nice views. A little over 2,700 total square feet here. This property was one of those that came on the market, was on the market just a few days, and then went under contract. But we're going to take you outside, get you a chance to see 13.30 acres. You do see the barn and the storage area there to the left. A nice complement here to this mini farm of 13.3 acres on Algoma Road. You step inside, true to a log home, you've got to have a nice stone fireplace. This one has that. Great room here. See living, dining room, and kitchen area all kind of connected. Lots and lots of windows here, taking advantage of the natural light. In addition to that, your ability to enjoy those great views from the comfort of inside the house. Here's a shot of the kitchen. You can see all the cabinets and the thought that went into it's being put together. 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths. Step around here to the outside, you get a chance to see that barn. And again, you can see a little bit of those views here on Algoma Road in Boones Mill.
Next we'll travel to Roanoke for this home in Roanoke County down Route 419 or Electric Road. Nice townhouse called The Pines. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home. And we're real happy for the owners here. I believe they're making a move to rockymount. So Julie was able to work with them and purchase another listing that we have in our office. So congratulations to the owners. But this is a really nice unit. 682 square feet on the entry, 682 up, 440 down. Your total square footage is 1804. Very well maintained on Dyer Court. Again, that's in Roanoke County. We will be happy to work with buyers and sellers in Roanoke and surrounding areas as well. Next, we'll travel to Dent Street. It's in the town limits of Rocky Mount. Of course, you're on public water and sewer. There's over $20,000 of updates to this home just in the last 2 months. Not only was a new heat pump put in, a new roof, but all the boards underneath. So those are some very large, expensive, big ticket items. And when those things break, you need to fix them immediately. So if you move into a house and maybe need to update a kitchen or bathroom, usually that's not an emergency, but if you have no heat or you need a roof, then you need to come up with a lot of money soon. So I don't think there's a lot of homes in this price range with these type of big ticket items that have recently been done. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home with 864 square feet, 1 level living with a laundry on the entry level. Hopefully this picture shows you the updated bath. In addition to the new roof and heat pump, other updates include a water line to the street, kitchen updates with double sink and appliances, breaker box, an updated bath. Again, Dent Street is in Rocky Mount, kind of on the west side of town. This is a storage area at the end of the attached carport. We'd be glad to give you more details for this home on Dent Street in Rocky Mount.
Here's a great listing on the Virgil Goode Highway. It'll be about 13 miles south of the town of Rocky Mount. I'm going to be on your right there on 220. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a little over 4,000 square feet. A great listing here. It does have a full walkout basement, as well as you see this attached 2-car garage. It does have an additional detached 2-car garage, a 24 by 24, as well as a 24 by 30 additional garage with open bay. So a lot of things to talk about here with this property. We're not going to have a chance to finish them out, but this is a great listing on Virgil Goode Highway. Love to share with you more information about it, or you can check it out on our website at mountaintolake.com. Bob, we're kind of going to wrap this last show of 2023 up. We'd like to wish everyone out there a happy new year. We certainly appreciate you all tuning in. Bob, thank you for joining me, and this year it's been fun. I appreciate you very much, man.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you all. We will see you in the new year. Until then, take care.